Hi everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel, and I have a supermodel doll here I got from AliExpress. She's today's doll of the day. I've also heard these called Xianxian dolls, and I'm going to put links to two videos from a couple of YouTube creators down below in the comments, or actually in the description, that I highly recommend. One of them is from March Payne. He has a number of these dolls in his collection, and he had a really good video that talked about the company a little bit and gave a lot more information about these dolls. And then the other one is a YouTube creator. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name right. Riala's Army of Dolls. And she has a good video where she does a comparison of cheap AliExpress dolls versus their knockoffs. And I believe she also, in the video I have down below, she has a lot of other dolls she talks about, but she also mentions the supermodel dolls. So again, those are going to be down below. And I will try to find her original unboxing video in my channel and put that down there too. So the reason why I originally added her to my collection is because I was fascinated with the IT dolls. She is, obviously very similar to a Barbie doll. She's about 12 inches versus 11 or 11 and a half like some of the Barbies are. So she's a little smidgy taller, and she is actually wearing an outfit that I got off of AliExpress for these dolls. So their bodies are very similar to Barbie's, but not exactly the same. Obviously, they're, totally different dolls. And they have a lot of really good movability. They don't have any ankle articulation, but they definitely have articulation in the knees. They have a little bit up at the top here. Watch it, girl. And her arms and wrists, her head. And these are much more affordable compared to the IT dolls. And it's again one of those things, like I was thinking of getting an IT doll, but I wasn't ready to financially commit. And I wanted to see what I thought of a similar doll. These are not exactly the same as an Integrity Toy doll. I definitely, like I said, if you look at the Riala's Armies of Dolls video, she does point out this doll along with other dolls, but she has a really good segment in there where she compares these dolls to the IT dolls. I got her thinking, well, if I really liked her, maybe I would, go down the Integrity Toy rabbit hole, which I did not. So far, I have not done that. But I have her here today because I am showing all my dolls throughout the year of 2026. And I wanted to, look at her again. And I have some dolly dress up. I'm very curious if she would be able to fit in some vintage Barbie clothes that I have that I believe are from the Cher doll. My little sister had the Cher doll. And this says made in Hong Kong. I believe that's what these outfits, I think this is the Cher, that Cher had this outfit and then this one. I do not have the Cher doll myself. In fact, I think my little sister still has her, but tucked away somewhere. So, this is the front. I was thinking that's the front. This is the front. And you can see it's kind of, it's got some wear and tear, but I'm curious because these dolls are a bit slimmer than the typical Barbie doll. So I'm going to try both of these on. In fact, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Am I going to leave? I'll take her shoes off. There we go. They've got high-heeled feet. I really like these dolls. In fact, I have some outfits for her possibly in my cart over on AliExpress. And I have been very tempted to get another one of these dolls so that I just have a couple of them. Their price is around $20-ish, I believe, $20 to $30. So whereas an Integrity Toy doll is more in the 100+ range. So and that's on the low end. Obviously they can go up. But I think she's really pretty. I haven't done a ton with her, but I have enjoyed having her on my shelf, and I do like the clothing and just the body. You can see it's quite a bit. She's supposed to be a supermodel, so she's super skinny and tall. So let's see if this. I think she's just supposed to slide in here. Let us see. So I have tried other like signature Barbie outfits on her, and typically they pretty much fit, but she is the height on her ends up being quite a bit taller and stuff is short on her, like if I had a pair of pants or something. So let me see. Let me just get you in there. But let me know in the comments if you have any of these dolls. What do you think about them? I feel like these are an example of a doll that maybe originally was like a knockoff kind of idea for you know, the Integrity Toy dolls, but has morphed into its own kind of doll now. And I feel like that's kind of what's happened for the most part as I've looked at my older Blythe dolls that I got back in 2015 that were from AliExpress. Back then they were very similar. It looked like they were really trying to be a stock Blythe, and I feel like they're not necessarily doing that anymore. So I just find that kind of interesting. Oh, so yeah, actually, I wonder then if the Cher Barbie was kind of taller, because I mean, look at that. Of course, she doesn't have her shoes on, but that fits her. You know, it's too bad. I wonder if I could probably fix this, like stitch that up, you know, and maybe I can do something so that it's all, you know, it's all snagged there. Yes, my little sister loved to play with her dolls too, but she played with her dolls. Like she, you know, they were well-used dolls. They saw a lot of action with her. So is this a snap? Oh, it is a snap. Okay. Oh, also some damage here. Yeah. These are quite old. Let us see. Can they fit you? Yeah, I'm curious. I'll have to ask her next time I see her to take. I just like to look at her. She doesn't want to give me her Cher doll, which is cool. I'm fine with that. But because she's given me a lot of other, like she gave me this dress and stuff. But I'm curious about how that doll looks compared to other Barbies. You know, did they make her taller and skinnier? Because not that she's still tall and skinny, but back in the day when she was on the Sonny and Cher show, she was a really long drink of water, as they say. And always had beautiful Bob Mackie gowns. I remember watching this show. Oh, no, that's too tight, girl. All right. This is not fitting her as easily as I thought it would. Like, I should go down there. And it is, even if it's there, it's a little short. Interesting. Like I said, I don't know 100%. I guess I should have Googled it or something. But see how big it is in here? Yeah, that's kind of big. Kind of big. She does not have a lot of her own clothes. Like I said, I bought that pink dress and those shoes. Yeah. I kind of don't like it on her. It feels just too baggy. Yeah, and of course it's damaged. That's too bad. All right, so I think I have one other dress other than this pink dress, which I really, really like. So let me go find her other dress and I'll be right back. All right, guys, it took me a while. I had this red dress I was going to put on her, but as I was digging through my Barbie clothes, I found this cute dress, which is very short on her because this chick's got some legs, right? But I'm glad I spent some time with this doll, and that's something I've been doing all year is, you know, spending a little time with each doll, playing with them, redressing them, restyling them, and thinking about, you know, do I want to keep this doll or not? And I've decided not only do I want to keep her, I'm going to buy those clothes that are in my AliExpress box for her right now, her shopping cart. And I don't know, I might get her a friend. I really like this doll. I've had quite a bit of fun with her. She just has kind of an edge to her that speaks to me. I love the face. And she's a nice size. You know, she's 1/6 scale. She's kind of, you know, very Barbie-like, but not a Barbie, you know, if that makes any sense. So anyway, you might see a friend of hers show up here. She has been hanging out on my Barbie shelf, but yeah, she's going to get some shoes and at least 1 or 2 outfits, I think, and we shall see. Let me know your thoughts down below about these supermodel dolls, As usual, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And have a wonderful Dolly Day. Bye-bye.